Welcome to another edition of Book of Jake. It's a podcast of how you can, simple rules of living your best life. My name is Jake Abdullah. Before we go anywhere, I'd like you to share, like, subscribe, and also leave a comment if you can. Now, we're kicking off something truly transformative today. It's 100 days to 2025, which kicks off on the 23rd of September. This is just not about counting down the days to a new year. It's about using this last 100 days to completely transform four things: your health, nutrition, mindset, and habits. Okay, so you can enter 2025 like a beast, like a truly champion, and perhaps even better looking. Okay, why do this 100 days matter? There's a Chinese proverb that says the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. That's why it's important. If you start now in 100 days, you'll be completely a different person in a positive way. In just a few months, real lasting changes can happen. If you start now, this 100 days, by 2025, you'll be better and more focused than ever. So, what are the four pillars that I'm going to be talking about? So, to break it down, it's health, nutrition, your mindset, and tracking and accountability, where people usually miss out on the tracking and accountability, because if you don't track, you cannot measure, and if you can't measure, you can't make changes. Okay, so by the end of this episode, you'll know how to tackle each and every area of this well. You'll be so good at it, and you can track your progress daily for the next 100 days. Let's get straight into health. This is something that I'm very passionate about, and I always tell people that if you lose your health, everything else is important, but if you lose your health, then health becomes the most important thing. You'll give away everything you have just to get your health back. You can't effectively master your mindset if you have poor health. So movement is actually medicine. When you move, you're actually getting healthy. Whether it's a 10-minute walk, or you do martial arts, or you do Zumba, or you get into pickleball or paddleball, or even, and like me, it's a combination of both, where I like to walk and also do intense gym sessions. The point is to move. So regular physical activity has its benefits. Now, I'm not asking you to become a gym superstar over the next 100 days. You can start by just walking. If you already have a phone, you can, a Samsung phone, or a Apple phone, or an iPhone, or a whatever phone, there's a tracking mechanism. If you don't have that, you have a watch, you have a Fitbit, you have a Garmin, you have a Connect, you have a Xiaomi, whatever. Track how many steps you take. If you're taking 3 to 4 thousand steps, that's pretty sedentary. Try to get it up to about 8 to 10,000 steps. 10,000 steps is 7 kilometers, and you can do it slowly, gradually. So track your steps. Start small. If you're doing 4,000 steps today, next straight, don't go to 25,000 steps like I did yesterday. Get to about 5,000 and slowly build up, because every time you extend this, there's a sense of achievement. For example, somebody my size, 1 hour will be about 350 calories. Now, 10 days, if I do it consistently, that's 3,500 calories, which is 1 pound of fat. Okay, so if it's done over 10 days, 100 days, I lose 10 pounds of fat, which is about 4.8 kilos. So just by walking. So the key is to be consistent. Even if it's 30 minutes, start. And like I said, commit to it. Now, you can track this with, I use, like I said, many different apps. Strava is another good app. MyFitnessPal is another good app. Technogym has got a really great app, which also has got meditation. So commit to moving your body for the next 100 days. Okay, track your workouts. There's a saying in fitness that you can't outdo a bad diet. I would like to take out the word diet here, because people think diet is a bad word. It's not. Diet is actually just what you eat. So there's bad diets and there's good diets. Now, one thing that I would say is, because we've got 100 days, let's try to make it a bit aggressive. I would introduce intermittent fasting for you, which is just skip breakfast. How do you skip breakfast? Don't eat breakfast. Usually you rushing to work, you're having bread and cereal and cornflakes and stuff like that. Just skip it. Just drink water, drink black coffee, drink black tea, green tea, whatever, because it's only 4 hours. If you get up at 6 and you have lunch at 12, 6 hours, and you'll be fine. So skip. If you skip that meal, you probably lose about 400 calories. 400 calories over 100 days is 40,000 calories, and that's a lot of pounds. So do that. Fuel your body the right food. Think as food is fuel. The better the quality of the fuel, the better you're going to feel. Have you ever felt, you having too large donuts? After 1 hour, you're hungry again because your insulin spikes and it drops, and your body is just taking all that excess sugar in your bloodstream and storing it as fat, fuel, and so forth. That's why you tend to put on weight. Eat whole foods like vegetables, lean proteins, healthy fats. Healthy fats like avocados, nuts. Go easy on the nuts though, because they are very calorie dense, and try to limit processed food. Not saying you don't, but try to have it like once a week, maybe. I don't know, go for your roti canai or what. Meal planning is really important. Actually, meal planning also saves money. So cook rice, cook some chicken breast, one veggie, put it into 5 different containers. You got 5 lunches already. So meal prep is a game changer for me. This will also prevent you from unhealthy snacking. You can track your nutrition on several apps like Chronometer, Yazio. There's MyFitnessPal, which you can see how much macros you're doing. Another thing that you can do is also go to Google and check your BMR, your basal metabolic rate. Basal metabolic rate is how much calories do I need to stay alive. Then there is TDEE, which gets too complex, the total daily energy expenditure. But assuming your basal metabolic rate is 2,500 calories, and you lose 250 calories by walking, and you skip breakfast and you lose 250 calories, that's 500 calories you are down. That means what happens is in 7 days, you lose 1 pound of fat. In 100 days, how much you lose? A lot of weight. So simple stuff like that, but you have to track it. Most people don't track it. Okay. So next 100 days, track your meals, make small changes, add greens, cut out all the sugary snacks, prepare your meals in advance. Try not to snack. If you have to snack, eat fruit. Not all this ice cream and stuff like. Our fourth pillar is mindset. Mindset is critical to everything. A strong mindset helps you push. Most people give up because they don't have a very strong or a growth mindset. What is a growth mindset? It focuses on progress, not perfection. Okay, it's about learning from setbacks. I've had so many setbacks, and I learn from them, and I stay committed to my goals, even when things get tough. 3 books I would recommend. Actually, the fourth book is lying here. The 3 books I would recommend, which I really like, is James Clear's Atomic Habits. Great book about how small habits repeated over time can be can be a massive game changer for you. It's a must read for anybody about seriously thinking about building great habits. One of my favorite books is Grit by Angela Ducksworth. Why? Because grit to me is the number one determinant of whether you're going to succeed or not. I keep watching movies on grit. There was this movie called Chandu Champion. There was 14 Peaks. There was this Queen something from people who defied odds, all because they had grit and resilience. It's a great book to have. A timeless book is The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. It's about being now. Most people tend to worry about what's going to happen later, where you have no control about. So be in the present. That's a great book. Tracking mindset, you can use several apps. I don't particularly use it. You can use Headspace or Insight Timer. Other stuff that you can do is guided meditations. If you're religious, you can pray. Like I get up at 5 something and do my subo prayers, which sets me up for everything. That means I can't go to sleep. Do be mindful of stuff like that. I know people who do yoga and stuff. Whatever that gets your mind balanced for the next 100 days. Set aside 5 to 10 minutes every day, even before you sleep. Just be grateful. What am I grateful for? Most people are not grateful for what they have. Just be grateful. Write in your journal. That will really help. The last part is tracking and accountability. You can't improve what you don't measure. So if you don't measure it, you don't know how to tweak it. You don't know how to stay accountable and motivated. So tracking progress, whether through an app, through a journal, writing it down, actually you will see improvement. I've picked up this habit since young. I just write stuff down. I'll just write it in a book. I'll just keep writing. And so I'll tick it, even if it's a small thing like call your mother or pick up something for my wife, or you need to call somebody. I'll write it down. As primitive as it may seem, there are lots of now new apps like Habitica is something that you pick up. Streaks actually is a great app to show how many days you can do it in a row, and then if you accomplish something, it's got gamification. So like I said, accountability is key. You can also share your journey with a friend, put it up on social network, your social media, saying, you know what, I'm getting on this thing Jake introduced me to. 100 days. I'm starting September 23rd. Join with me. Sometimes you join with a few people. You become group accountable. Probably they'll support you also. So for the next 100 days, track your habits, whether it's fitness, nutrition, or mindset. Use a bulletproof mindset habit tracking app. Count your calories. 100 days. That's all you need. Because you know what? The minute you see the change, the minute you see the mindset change, the minute you see your body change, the minute you see your personality change, you're going to feel great and you want to go further. Lastly, okay, you need to regularly check up on your progress. I would just do a weekly checkup. Check your weight at the same time every day. On the 7th day, you can get an average. Check what you've been eating. Write down everything you eat. Just son, I need to pick up a book. I need to read this. Once you see the progress, you'll improve. That's the complete guide to mastering your health, nutrition, mindset, and habits over the next 100 days. Imagine stepping to 2025 looking so good, feeling so well, better health. Wherever you start today, even if you're obese, in 100 days, you'll feel much better, okay, physically and mentally. It's not a dream. You have to be accountable. Nobody is going to make this happen for you except you, okay? So, and I'm doing this free because I want you to succeed. I know it's tough, but you need a wake-up call. If you already joined me, I'm going to do it also in this journey. Hit the subscribe button. Share this episode with somebody who will benefit from it. There's so many people. That's all I ask from you. Just share, subscribe, like. And also, if you want to purchase my book, The Book of Jake, it's available at www.bookofjake.my. It's only $39.90, including postage. It's about 40-something bucks. It's a good book, simple book, easy to read. A couple of days you can read it. And, the whole book is about simple rules to living your best life. Till then, I'll see you at the next episode, and I hope you take on this challenge. Take it easy.